Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his men.
That same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master how he dares, being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo. He is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye. Shot through the ear with a love song. The very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bow-boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why, what is Tybalt?
More than Prince of Cats, I can tell you. He is the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song. Keeps time, distance, and proportion. Rests me his minim rest, 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist. A gentleman of the first house, of the first and second cause. The immortal passado, the punto reverso, the height.
The what?
Oh, the pox of such antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos, these new tuners of accents. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. Why, is this not a lamentable thing, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these perdonamés, who stand so much on the new form that they cannot sit at ease on the old bench? Oh, their bones, their bones.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Without his roe, like a dried herring. Flesh, flesh, how art thou fishified? Now is he for the numbers that Petrarch flowed in. Laura, to his lady, was but a kitchen wench. Mary, she had a better love to berhyme her. Dido, a dowdy. Cleopatra, a gypsy. Helen and Hero, Hildings and harlots. Thisbe, a grey eye or so, but not to the purpose. Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir. The slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That's as much as to say, such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hands.
Meaning to curtsy.
Thou hast most kindly hit.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Why, then is my pump well flowered.
Well said. Follow me this jest now, till thou hast worn out thy pump, that when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may reign after the wearing the soul singular.
Oh, single-soul jest, solely singular for the singleness.
Come between us, good Benvolio, my wits faint.
Switch and spurs, or I'll cry a match.
Nay, if thy wits run the wild goose chase, I have done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits than I am sure I have in my whole 5. Was I there with you for the goose?
Thou wast not with me for anything when thou was not there for the goose.
I will bite thee by the ear for that
Nay,
jest.
good goose bite not.
Thy wit is the very bitter sweeting. It is the most sharp sauce.
Is it not well served unto a sweet goose?
Oh, here's a wit of cheverel that stretches from an inch narrow to an ell broad.
I stretch it out for that word broad, which added to the goose proves thee far and wide a broad goose.
Why? Is not this better now than groaning for love? Now thou art sociable, now thou art Romeo. Now art thou what thou art by art as well as by nature. For this driveling love is like a great natural who runs lolling up and down to hide his bubble in a hole.
Stop there. Stop there.
Thou desirest me to stop in my tail against the hair?
Thou wouldst else have made thy tail large.
Oh, thou art deceived. I would have made it short. For I have come to the whole depth of my tale and meant, indeed, to occupy the argument no longer.
Here's goodly gear.
Oh, a sail, a sail!
Too, a shirt and a smock.
Peter,
Anon.
my fan, Peter.
Good Peter, to hide her face, for her fan's the fairer face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
Good ye good den, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good den?
'Tis no less, I tell you, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you. What a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made for himself to mar.
By my troth, it is well said. For himself to mar, quotha. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but the young Romeo will be older when you find him than he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
You say well.
Yea, is the worst well? Very well took, I faith. Wisely, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will invite him to some supper.
Upon! So, ho!
What hast thou found?
No hair, sir. Unless a hair, sir, in a Lenten pie that is something stale and hoar ere it be spent. An old hair whore and an old hair whore is very good meat in Lent. But a hair that is whore is too much for a score when it whores ere it be spent. Romeo, will you to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell.
Lady, lady, lady. I pray you, sir, what was this saucy merchant that was so full of his ropery?
A gentleman nurse who loves to hear himself talk and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
Oh, and to speak anything against me, I'll take him down, and I were lustier than he is in 20-cent jacks. Or if I cannot, I'll find those that shall. Scurvy knave, I am none of his foot ills, I am none of his skeins mates. And thou must stand by too and suffer every man to use me at his pleasure?
I saw no man use you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon should quickly have been out, I warrant you. I dare draw as soon as another man if I see occasion in a good quarrel, and the law is on my side.
Before God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave! Pray you, sir, a word. Now, as I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I will keep to myself. But first, let me tell ye, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young. And therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly it were a very ill thing to be given to any gentlewoman and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend thee unto thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
Good heart and a faith. I will tell her as much. Oh, Lord, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her? Thou dost not mark me, nurse.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon. There she shall at Friar Lawrence's cell be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
Oh, no, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to. I say you shall.
Oh, this afternoon, sir. Oh, well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. Within the hour my man shall come to thee, and bring thee cords made like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell. Be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Farewell. Commend me to thy lady.
Now God in heaven bless thee. Hark you, sir.
What sayst thou, my dear nurse?
Is your man secret? Did you ne'er hear say, two can keep counsel, putting one away?
I warrant thee, my man's as true as steel.
Well, sir, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, Lord, when she was a little prating thing. Oh, there is a nobleman in town, one Paris would fain lay knife aboard. But she, good soul, had as lief see a toad, a very toad, as see him. I anger her sometimes and tell her that Paris is the proper man. But I'll warrant, when I say so, she looks as pale as any clout in the versal world. Does not Rosemary and Romeo begin with a letter?
Aye, nurse, what of that? Both with an R.
Ah, Mocker. That's the dog's name. Ours, for no, I know it begins with some other letter, but she hath the prettiest sententiousness of it, of you and Rosemary, that it would do you good to hear it.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter,
Anon.
Peter, take my fan and go before in a pace.